But yeah, you're currently in what city right now?
We have a day off today in Rochester, New York.
Okay.
So it's literally just a halfway point between we were in Bangor last night, and then we are in Cincinnati day after tomorrow. So we
Okay.
have day off here today. I think day off in Cincinnati tomorrow, and then we have a show the next day. So
Yeah, because I mean, you had off yesterday. You
no, we
wasn't
had a show
driving.
yesterday.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we played this venue in Bangor. It's right down the street from Stephen King's house,
Oh,
which is
sick.
pretty sick. But it's literally like what one of my favorite venues in the country. It's only our second time playing there. It's like this outdoor amphitheater, but the backstage is like it's like the afterlife. It's crazy. It's just like free coffee everywhere. They have go karts. There's like a golf hole. There's like a par three golf hole. There's like a basketball court, a gym, uh like scooters. Like after the show they like have like an open bar and like wood fired pizzas, and we were all just like sitting around. There's like a fire backstage, so like after the show we're all just sitting around this fire eating,
Dude,
you know,
that's. I mean,
pizza, and it was like heaven. It was
it's like,
awesome.
can we miss bus call like this one time? Like,
Oh yeah, we and it was the earliest bus call we've had
no,
all tour because we have such a long drive. So
like a
yeah, our bus
midnight
call was
bus.
like 12:30. Yeah.
Get out of here. That sucks.
Yeah. But
That
nothing
sucks.
to actually complain about.
I mean, I get it, but I mean, at the same time, like,
Yeah.
I'm wondering. So you wake up on off days. Like, how wrecked are you sometimes? Like, because you wake up like around like what 11, give or
Uh
take.
I try to not sleep past 10. That's my goal. I usually end up waking up around 10, and then I always do the thing where I check like Google Maps to see where we are because I want to
Yeah,
see where there's coffee, where I can get some breakfast, that sort of thing. And then I get sucked into a Reddit or Instagram rabbit hole. So I get out of bed 10:45 ish. Um, and yeah, depending on where we're at, that's what determines what the schedule is going to be. But always starts with finding somewhere to get coffee, uh, and then seeing what's up at that point. Usually, if it's a day off, looking for a movie theater for me,
yeah,
which I've already done. So
yeah.
yeah,
What's on the docket for movies,
I think we're going to go see The Long Walk.
dude? Okay,
I've heard it's really good.
it is insanely good.
Yeah, my expectations were not super high, but then a bunch of people that I know
Hmm.
have been seeing it, and they're all hitting me up being like, "Dude, you got to check this out." So I've already seen a lot of good movies on this tour, so I'm stoked to add that one
It's
to the
funny because
list.
like I went into it like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take an afternoon off and just kind of check it out, like escape for a bit. Not a
Yeah,
movie that you escape for.
I
Like,
love that. Those are my favorites. I
it
went and
was
saw
way more intense.
yeah, I went and saw Lurker on another day off on this tour, and that just blew my mind. I
Hmm.
love that movie so much, and but it's not playing anywhere else. Like I've been trying to get the other guys to go see it because I know they would love it, but everywhere we're at, it's not playing. So, yeah,
Isn't
unfortunately,
that
but
crazy? Like I feel like I felt super dated because I realized like I've been on AMC A list since like 2017,
Mhm.
and then Movie Pass came right before it,
Yep.
and I was like, man, has it really been 10 years since Movie
Ye-
Pass was a thing?
Yeah, well, I had Movie Pass back then,
Yeah.
and I have Movie Pass now. Like I got back on when they came back.
Oh, did you
Uh,
really?
Yes, yeah. So I'm on it now. That's when I'm at home, I do that fairly often. I have a little hack with it because I have a friend of ours that has it, and we never get to go to the movies together.
Okay.
So whenever I'm going to the movies, I will hit him up and I'll be like, "Hey, get a ticket for this," so like I can bring somebody with me. So when I'm home, me and whoever I go with basically get in for free because I'll get tickets for him when he goes, and then he gets tickets for me when I go. So it's like a whole thing. It's
Now,
good
can you
times.
stack it with the rewards?
Yes.
Oh, I love that because like I remember
Yes.
AMC getting livid at one point. Like, you cannot do this anymore. We see what you're doing. No more of these
Yeah.
cards.
Well, I don't usually don't use Movie Pass for AMC when I'm home because it's a smaller theater chain where I'm at, and
Yeah.
but they have a rewards program, and all you just use your Movie Pass card to buy it, and you can rack up rewards that way. So
Hmm.
yeah, it's pretty sick.
dude. Yeah, I mean the
I'm biased,
popcorn
but
being free and like
yeah, yeah,
I'm
it's
pretty
yeah,
I'm pretty easy.
yeah. That's just a recipe for an amazing night for me. Just yeah, good
Yeah,
movie, hanging out.
it's tough because I feel like there's a lot of movies now that come out for 1 week, 2 week, and they're gone.
Yeah, I mean that's just a part of the business now. I mean the theatrical window is like so small. Thankfully, they're doing a lot of stuff where they're bringing older movies back into the theater and stuff like
Hmm.
that. But in general, I know a lot of people who say, like, I was trying to just get everybody that I know to go see Weapons in the theater. And a lot of people are like, oh, I'll just wait till it's, at home. It'll be streaming, in like a month or whatever.
Yeah,
And that was the thing back in the day. The theatrical window was so long that if you wanted to see a movie, you're like, well, I can either watch it now in the theater or I can wait 8 months and see it at home. So that's one of the reasons why so many people went to the theater. But, I don't think that I'm going to have the ideas on how to fix the movie industry, but
I don't know,
I would
man.
think having a long theatrical window would be a good one.
I think it's like an advertising thing too because I feel like it's like, oh man, the movie's like it's like $100 to go and see a movie. I'm like, is it?
Yeah. Well, but also you got to look into, there are people who, they got to get a babysitter, and
Yeah,
then, concessions are expensive, but I just kind of look at that as like part of the deal. Like I
yeah,
always get concessions when I go because I know that that's where theaters really make all their money,
right.
and trying to support and all that good jazz. Trying to keep those Nicole Kidman ads coming.
They
Got
keep
to do my
reducing
part.
it. They keep reducing the stinger. It's like it's gone from like a minute to 30 seconds to 15 seconds. It's
They got to
crazy.
make room for those new GMC ads.
Dude,
That's
it's
that's what
insane.
everybody wants.
Yeah, I mean, oh man, I was trying to see that Toxic Avenger movie
Yes,
and
I
I
heard.
never
I heard
got
that was
to.
really fun.
They had like one showing each day for 2 weeks and it was gone.
Yeah, they did a really cool thing with that movie where they partnered with a company that like forgives medical debt. Did you hear about any of this?
Ooh, no.
So they did a thing where basically there's a company that buys default medical debt. So like say, there's all these people there, there's $10 million worth of medical debt. They will sell it to this company for say $1 million
Yeah,
because they don't think that they're going to be able to get the money back. And if they do, it's not going to be nearly what it's worth. So the studio that did Toxic Avenger partnered with this company and said for every $1 million Toxic Avenger makes at the box office, they're going to forgive $1 million of medical debt. Which I thought was like really, really cool. I'd never heard
yeah.
of anything like that before. But and also from what I understand, I haven't seen the movie yet, but that has a lot, I guess the movie says a lot about, the state of the American healthcare system, and, the fact that, you can go
Which is
bankrupt from getting sick.
terrifying. Terrifying.
It's yeah, I haven't seen it. I'm gonna see it at some point. I just haven't yet.
Yeah,
So
because I saw that Elijah Wood was doing like a Reddit AMA. I was like, oh man, I had no idea this is even coming out. And then,
yep.
yeah,
And Peter
Reddit.
Dinklage, man, he's the
Yeah,
man.
dude.
I hope it does well. I have a feeling that's gonna be one of those that has a really long runway on like streaming and
I
VOD
hope
because
it'll probably go like
people are
to
gonna find
Max.
it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
who
and
knows?
streaming is crazy too, where like you have all these different deal. Like we're back to cable essentially.
Unfortunately,
Yeah,
we're getting there. I always I forget the a movie. It might have been Fight Club. There's some movie that has a quote. It says, what's the answer to 99% of questions? Money.
yeah.
And it's like, well, why is it so? Why is the streaming landscape or the movie landscape or anything so just dour? And it's like, well, everybody wants to they want to make more money, and they're
It's
trying to figure out
tough.
ways to do it. So,
It's so tough. There's
yeah.
so many things. Like I never ever intended on getting Paramount Plus
Hmm.
until the UFC, sold like a 6-year deal for $7 billion. I'm like, well, all right.
Yep.
It's
And
like
they
you
got all the
want,
Mission Impossible movies. So,
yeah.
it's
It's like
it's a twofer.
it's tough because like it's the Spotify conundrum where it's like okay, if you give someone a legal option to do something at a reasonable price, they're going to do it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
no one's paying $80 for a pay per view that could possibly tank, and then 30. A month? I'll do that. Sure,
Yeah.
that's not a problem.
Yep. And it's just
15?
gonna,
Oh man.
yeah, it's just gonna continue, and I think eventually we're just gonna get back to somewhat of a cable TV model, but
Yeah.
you know, hey, it was a fun streaming run.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not on the one side, I feel like Apple TV is really putting some heaters out. Like, have you seen Stick?
I have not, but I've heard a lot
Oh, it's
about it.
so good.
I actually just on this tour started the studio
Yeah.
um, because my wife was watching it when I was on our last tour, and she said that because I wanted to watch it, and
Yeah.
she was like, I won't watch it anymore because her words to me were, it made me so anxious. It felt like Uncut Gems level of anxiousness,
Yeah.
and I was like, say less. Like, that you just sold me. I love movies like that. So I think I'm 3 episodes into the studio. I'm hopefully going to finish it today on our day off. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that show.
So yeah, so you're watching TV, movie catch ups, and then Reddit. Like, where are you on Reddit? Like, are you on metalcore? Or are you on like?
No, I'm on I it's mostly UFO related stuff.
Okay.
I'm on slash UFOS. Uh I'm on what else do I subscribe to? Made Me Smile. I like the Made Me
Oh
Smile Reddit. That's always
yeah.
good stuff. The Be Amazed Reddit, that sort of stuff. I pop into the Underoath Reddit every now and then just to see what's going on there. Respond to people's questions and stuff. That's always fun. People will DM me on there and
Nice.
ask
Okay.
stuff, and it's a nice you know it seems that everybody there knows each other, which is cool. Like,
Right.
I hesitate to use the word community because like it's such just a bastardized word, but seems like everybody there is like super cool and likes
Yeah,
to
I get
help each
that.
other out and stuff.
It's funny. Like I don't know. I feel like you guys have such a niche like fan base built up to where yeah, it's a community. Like you see people at shows like
Yeah,
Jeremy, you remember Jeremy, right? Like
yeah, yeah.
I see Jeremy all the time.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, and I love that sort of thing because no matter what, like there's always going to be those people that are just. I mean, I hate to like ever take anyone for granted, but like I love looking out. There's like a handful of people that I can think about that, if we look out in the crowd and we see them like backstage after the show, we're like, oh, did you see Bobby? Did you see so
Yeah.
and so? And yeah, and that's always really, really cool.
Is there like anyone like super like I guess noteworthy in like a particular state? Like I saw oh my god, Bayside posted a photo of someone that was like I guess trolling them outside of the venue, like retire, give it up, you have no hits, you have no
Oh,
like
nice.
yeah, and like I guess the guy just does it and like he took a there was a photo and like they were right behind him and he had no idea.
Okay.
Yeah. Was there
Wait,
anyone
does
like
he do it like as a joke, or does he like actually just want them
I
to
think
stop
he's
playing?
dead I think he's dead serious about it, unfortunately.
And
And like the
that's
amount of
weird.
dedication, like it is weird. It is weird.
That I don't know. I've always subscribed to the idea that if there is art that I love, you're going to hear about it and I'm going
Yeah.
to talk about it. And if there's something I don't like, I am moving on to the next thing, and you're not going to hear me talk about it. Like, the
It's
idea
tough.
that somebody would spend that amount of time like being against an artist for, I don't know what reason they have, but that just seems so hard. Like, I don't
Is
know how you would keep that
right.
up.
Because I feel like you have to kind of renegotiate like what you're willing to do like as you get older. Like even sleeping, like good God. Like I took out my wife to the Jonas Brothers last night
Mhm.
and I woke up, I'm like, oh my God. Like because we got back at 1 o'clock in the morning and I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like,
It's funny. We have more and more of those like, oh my God, mornings,
yeah,
on tour. But it's funny because it's like an oh my God morning. But then, by the time showtime rolls around, it's like, oh, we just feel like we're
yeah.
20 and it's fine. And then the next morning, dudes are rolling out of their bunks. It's like, ah.
Do you ever
But that's
like
where the
stand up from chairs and like, oh my god,
oh yeah,
yeah, I
dude.
finally like
Oh,
finally like at 35 hit me. I'm like, oh man,
oh yeah, my
I got
my
to stretch
back and my
more.
neck, yeah, my back and neck are toast. But rock and roll comes to the
Yeah,
territory, you know.
are you stretching more often before shows or?
I'm about the same as I always have. I should stretch more. I should just stretch in general because
Yeah,
I am so unflexible. And my wife is a daggum yoga instructor, and she is always just like, you need to stretch. She's like, you are so tight just everywhere. And I really, it's one of those things where I'm like, man, I know if I did it, I would just feel so much better.
uh,
I would, my days would be better. But it's like with anything, you could name five things off the top of your head that you're like, oh, if I just did this every day, my life would be better. And I just don't, I don't do it. I find excuses to do anything but. So,
it's like, oh word, a
unfortunately.
notification came up on my phone. Like, someone
Oh, I
said
better
what? Like,
investigate this. This is important.
it's like Joe Rogan said what? Yeah, that's gonna be a
Yeah.
fun week. I guess he came back from hunting like yesterday, and he saw the Jimmy Kimmel news. And he's like, "Oh boy, we are going to talk about this week."
Yeah, I man, I don't know. I am kind of in a spot with all that stuff where I'm just like everything is just crazy. Like there's nothing that I could see pop up on my phone that would be like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe that's happening." Like
Yeah,
it was literally like how long ago? 2 months ago, where the US bombed Iran, and I
yeah,
was just like, "Oh, okay, here comes World War III," you know? And then that just is gone. Like people just forgot and it's I feel like I have to kind of intentionally live in a state of like I'm going to focus on what I have the ability to affect, like
yeah,
my friends, my family, you know, things in my immediate circle. Because I feel like if I eh, not I, but I think if we, the
yeah,
collective we, look too much out into the internet, it all just seems like extremely daunting, and I just don't think that we're built for that, you know.
yeah. There's
Um,
so many distractions going on. Like, I feel like it's like, yeah, you have those news, like, yeah, like someone so got bombed, but did you hear that pumpkin spice is back?
Yeah,
It's
it
like,
is just yeah, I'm just having to limit my time just looking at news,
right,
looking at anything because there's always like, another thing, it's like if there's this one bad thing happening, it's like, oh, but didn't you hear about this other bad thing? Like
yeah,
there's also this bad thing. And I'm just like, all right, there's enough bad things. I get it. Like the world's crazy. And I'm going to focus on, when I'm at home, I'm going to focus on hanging out with my kids and my
hmm,
wife and, making sure we are good and our friends and our family. And, when I'm on tour, I'm going to focus on those people there and doing a good show and, and then on to the next thing. Cause I think I kind of have to compartmentalize that sort of thing for my own just mental well-being, or else it just
yeah.
spirals into like, oh, everything's awful, and it's just, yeah, I don't know, but that's not for everybody. I get,
No, no. I mean,
there's
and I feel like you have a harder road than most because you were home for what, like maybe 2 months between legs.
no, we were home for a bit. Well, no, I mean, we did flyouts all summer basically. But
Okay,
we were home. Yeah, so I guess it was about 2 months we were home, but we were doing flyouts in there. So,
yeah. So you're kind of,
um,
you lose a couple days from coming and going.
yeah, yeah, but I mean, we had a lot of time at home,
Okay,
after the last leg of this, which a lot of time for us, which was awesome, and we're gonna get beginning at the beginning of next year, we're gonna get a good bit of time home as well. So yeah,
thank
I'm
God,
looking
dude.
forward to
Like,
that.
because I was telling Spencer, like, dude, your timeline over the last like 12 to 14 months was just like a rocket ship.
Yeah,
Like,
we were doing a lot, and thankful for it. I always preface anything that I say about, our schedule or anything in relation to what we do. I'm just like, I don't have room to complain about anything. Like, even if we were playing 20 shows in a row and I woke up every morning just feeling like I was going to fall apart, it's like, yeah, I feel like I'm going to fall apart, but also look at this thing that we get to do,
Yeah,
um I maintain that, the only negative about what we do, the only real negative is just, spending time away from family.
which is tough.
Yeah, which, it can be, but even then it's like I more look at it from a perspective of, you know, all my kids have phones and I'm able to FaceTime them and like, you know, keep up in that way, because I remember, doesn't seem like that long ago where we went on tour. There were no cell phones. We didn't have any GPS. So like, I more look at it like, man, if we're going to be busy and touring, like I'm thankful that we're doing it in this period of time where, communication with people is so easy. Um, and yeah, super thankful for that. I'm just always, texting and, FaceTiming the kids, seeing what they're up to. And, they've got these apps that link to my phone or they just take pictures all day and I see what they're doing. And it's yeah, it's rad. I'm super thankful overall. Like the just, I think last night at that venue in Bangor was one of those things where I was just kind of looking around and I was just like, man, like this is wild that we get to do this at all, let
Yeah,
alone, because us Rise Against and Papa Roach have all roughly been doing it about the same amount of time. Like, I think, Papa Roach was probably about 5 years longer, but we're all like multiple decades in, and we've all got wives and kids, and being able to like sit around after a show and like have a drink and just be like, everybody kind of being on that same page of just like,
yeah.
man, like, look at this thing we get to do. It's a cool spot to be in, even with all of the, the negatives that do come with it. I just, don't, I don't bother.
And that's exciting too, though, because like I mean, Papa Roach, they're kind of, I mean, they're still ascending.
Yeah.
Like the production on that tour was like the biggest they've ever done.
Yeah. I believe that this is the biggest headliner that they've ever done, which, they're, you know, they started in 93 ish. So the fact that like they're bigger than they've ever been is crazy. Like our last headlining tour was the biggest headlining tour we've ever done, which
Yeah.
is crazy. And Rise Against is as big, if not bigger, than they've ever been. And again, being 20 something years in is just, yeah, the fact that you were able to do it at all, let alone at the level that we're all independently doing it at, and then coming together and doing it together is like, yeah, it's not lost on me that it's a it's very it's not normal, and very 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 cool. Just yeah, mega thankful.
Yeah, because I mean, I was looking at like the production. I was like, man, that has got to be a big, big bill. Like,
Yes, it is, but it's. I was actually just talking to one of the dudes the other day about that because every band has that. It's a scale. It's like
yeah,
you look at the venue size that you're playing, and then you look at, okay, here's what we could potentially come home with. However, if we want to put on a particular type of show, here's where here's where your bottom line goes down to. And it's like, oh, well, we want to add extra LED walls. Okay, well, here's what it comes down to. Here we want to add pyro, we want to add cryo, we want to add, you know, audience cams, all this stuff. And every band deals with this. And
oh yeah,
it's it's so funny to like uh hear bands, because we've dealt with that obviously our whole career. And we always want to put on a particular type of show when we're headlining, and it's always like a almost like a laugh when we're putting the budget together. We're like, man, like well, we get to go out do this and have fun. We make good money, but it's like, man, if we were just one of those bands that just went out and like just had like an amp and then you just like play like this, like
Yep.
it would just be like a completely different ball game. And I remember Rob Zombie had done a podcast interview where he was talking about that, where he was saying like the type of show that I am now known for. He was like, you would laugh if you saw the amount of money that I Rob Zombie made on this last tour. He was like, in doing like monkey math in my brain, I'm you know it's kind of crazy. Like it's
Yeah.
almost silly the little amount of take home that you can have if you decide to put on just a banger show. Like I know bands that have put on shows so big that they didn't make any money from the shows. And but it's when you see the show, it's a statement. It's just like, oh my gosh, that band has arrived. And it yeah, it's if you're willing to take that hit and do it, it is a statement. And but I think it's about just finding that balance between like what is a show that you are proud of, and if music is your career, can you pay your bills after you put that show on. So
I
yeah.
mean, maybe I'm in the minority here, but like, plug and play, just rip it and go. Like, if that makes you guys the most money, do it.
I disagree,
Yeah.
yeah, because I'm very much like, um I want, if I'm going to see a band at a particular size venue, I want to see a particular type of show. Like there are shows that I would want to see, particular bands that I would want to see, where if they just showed up with amps and plugged in and jammed, I would be like, hell yeah. Like if I'm going to see, Converge in a 500 cap venue and it's hot and sweaty and they just roll up with their amps and plug them in and turn them on and go, that's what I want. I
Yeah.
don't want any frills, but like, you know, if I'm going to see, Radiohead at a, say small for them, like a 4,000 cap, theater, I want to see something. Like I want you guys to put on a show. I don't just want you guys with amps, unless it's a stated like stripped down evening with thing. Because there are plenty of bands like, I think Rob Zombie's a good example of that, where it's like if I'm paying a ticket to go see Rob Zombie, give me that give me that show that I know you can do. And um, you know, money aside, like I would love, like if we could snap our fingers and like, somehow we were just able to just play on a stage with one instrument and just have that be the same type of experience, that would be awesome. But that's just never who we've been. We're always big on like we want to like give it all. And we're actually in the middle of that right now because we're planning some stuff for next year, and we're planning some like new type of production stuff that we haven't done. And it's a budget thing. We're looking at it like, okay, like can we pull off this thing that we want to do, which I think we'll be able to. But just trying to think outside of the box. And
Definitely.
I think it's fun. It's um like with any artist, I feel like when you give constraints, creative constraints, budgetary constraints, whatever the things are, that's where a lot of uh, unique and extremely creative stuff can happen. It's like, hey, I'm going to give you an acoustic guitar and a electronic keyboard, and those are the only two things you can use to write an album. Write it. If you have somebody who is creative and good, they're going to come up with something awesome.
Yeah.
And there's so many times where you'll have a creative that just like gets free reign, a blank check, and then the what they create is like not maybe not necessarily their best. And yeah, I think creative constraints are always a good thing.
What do you think about having like cheap collectibles, like throw in the crowd, like beach balls and even like Underoath pool noodles or
So, if we're getting granular, I think the beach ball thing is not really us. I think that some bands can pull that off and it works great for them. I just don't think we are one of those. We did one tour where we got these inflatable light up balls because we had this
Oh,
idea of like having like a song where there was all these like just light up balls and they
yeah.
were about yay big. Um, we tried them for like one show and it didn't have the vibe that we were hoping for. And it was just a lot of work to get them all inflated every day. So we nixed those, but there are some production elements that we're bringing in on this tour that we're planning now that we've never done that I think will be cool. But as far as like throwing stuff out, I don't know if we are I guess for lack of a better term, like I don't know if we're a jovial enough band to warrant throwing out pool noodles and having it work. I think it would feel a little weird. But
Maybe.
yeah, some bands I think that stuff's super dope.
I mean, I thought about like the old like Dollar Tree plastic swords.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yeah. Wall of Death with a bunch of plastic swords, just swords and shields.
I was thinking of that with that band Slaughter to Prevail is out right now.
Yeah,
Like
that would be
perfect.
super smart for them. Like that would
Yeah.
be extremely smart, and also for them, those masks that they have,
Yeah.
you could churn those things out cheaply and quickly. I bet they would make. I don't know if
He's
they
he
might sell
sells
them.
them right now. He custom makes them. Like his shop just like burned down, I think, recently.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
that's awful.
he but yeah, he was selling them like and they would sell out quickly.
Yeah, I mean that'd be something you could just make
Yeah.
100,000 of and just sell them at the merch table for $20 a piece. People would buy them.
Oh yeah. I mean they're much more than that, I think. I think they're like in
Mm.
the 100-ish.
Oh, got it. Okay. Well,
But
good
like
for
I think
them.
he like custom it takes
Yeah,
time to get over, but
that's cool.
shipping is a huge pain now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely. Yeah. I did see a thing today that I don't know if it's true, but there was a some sort of a law that was coming up about what the tariffs were going to be on vinyl.
Yeah.
And I guess it came out that they're not going to be subject to any tariffs,
Ooh.
which
Okay,
is a good
that's
thing
good.
for
That's good stuff.
us.
Yeah, I
Us
mean,
meaning like people who like buying vinyl.
okay, so there's no like new variants coming out that we should know about.
Oh, I'm sure we've got some stuff in the works, but yeah, in general, I think it's just good for the industry for people to not have to pay more for something that they don't have to, you know.
It's funny. I think Spencer doing like the survey in the crowd, like how who's seeing us for the first time. Tons of hands go up. Like yeah.
Yeah, on this tour, I would say it's 90% of the crowd every night,
Mhm.
which has been like honestly so sick. Like it's
Oh
been
yeah.
really really cool. It's what we wanted out of this tour. What best case scenario, I think. So yeah,
Well, I
very
mean, have you
thankful for
had a
that.
lot of like cool interactions with people? Like, oh, I've never even heard of you guys before, but like, I'm definitely coming out to the next show if you
Every
guys come
day.
through. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it's cool, whether it's online, people sending us messages on like Instagram or TikTok or whatever, or seeing people, after the show. Like it's every show, which, and that's a credit to, the fan base that uh Papa Roach and Rise Against have cultivated. I feel like their fan base is a lot like ours in the sense of like they're open to just good music in general.
Yeah.
Because there are some bands that have a very elitist fan base in the sense of like, I want to see the band that I paid for and that's it. But we've found over the years that our our crowd is very like whoever we bring on tour, even if musically it's out of left field, but it's something that we love, we feel like people are generally accepting and are just like, hey, Underoath thinks I should watch these guys, so I'm going to check them out. And like,
Right.
always super respectful, which I love. And Papa Roach and Rise Against crowd are the exact same. So when we get up there, even the people who don't know who we are, they still jam out and have a good time. And yeah.
I think it's funny because like you guys bring out bands and like track record wise, they tend to go pretty well. Like I mean, like Spirit Box is crushing right now.
Mhm.
Um, Stray did some big stuff and they're wrapping up. Static Dress, they're
Yeah,
they're picking
and
up big time.
yeah, honestly, like we just love bringing out bands that we think are dope. Like we did this tour a few years back where it was just a two band bill. It was us and this band called Caspian, and we just loved that band, and we knew that most of the people in our crowd weren't going to know who they were, but
Yeah.
they're a instrumental band, so it was kind of it felt kind of out of left field for the tour, but people loved it, and they went on they still do really well, which I'm
Hmm.
thankful for. And I think there is a balance between like just bringing out bands that we think are cool and also giving people who are buying a ticket a night that they want. There are bands that we that we'll tour with, that we're looking at it and we're like, man, if people are like, oh, Underoath's in town, that's cool. What is a band that if there's like, oh, Underoath and insert band here are playing together, I'm definitely going to that, because
Yeah.
there is something to, if people are going to take a whole night out of their week and going to pay a ticket and, Uber or drive, park, like do the whole thing. We just want to make sure that they're having like the best night. And, we don't just want to always have that be them coming to see us and then whatever obscure weird band that we happen to like in the moment that they don't have any idea of. So, it's a balance. It's similar to that balance of production. There's money to be made, but there's also what kind of show do you want to put together, and we just want to make sure that when people are coming out to a show, they're just like, damn, like that was a good all around
Yeah.
show. So yeah.
Yeah. Correct me. Did you guys invite Maylene to do a couple shows in the last headliner?
We did, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were not, were they able to do it?
Was Dallas
Uh
still not doing
no,
well or?
yeah, no, they were not. If my memory serves me correct, it's an awful memory. They were not able to do the shows, but Dallas was able to come out for one of the shows
Okay.
and hang out. We did a song with him, um, and we actually just asked them to do another thing that we have coming up that isn't announced yet, and I'm not quite sure if it's going to work out or not. But yeah, we
That's all we got to
obviously
know.
we love those dudes, and we're doing that Emos Not Dead
Yeah,
cruise,
buddy.
and they're going to be on it, which is going to be very sick. Yeah, I
It's
can't
funny.
wait.
Like, you guys are kind of like the residential, mainstays on that cruise. This
It's
is the fourth.
weird. Yeah,
It's
I
the
mean,
fourth year in a row.
yeah, even the year when we were not on it, we somehow just ended up on it anyways.
Well, that was was that my first year? Because I mean, I think it's your fault that I even started going in the first place.
Okay,
Because
say
you
more.
said, well, you said it was like you guys played the first year
Hmm.
and you were like, "Yo, this is super sick. Give it a look." Barely got on pre-sale for the second round. Checked it out and was like, "This is crazy." It's basically like Warp Tour, but not
Hmm.
with like all the perks. You get the drink package is basically free.
Bro, yeah,
It's like $60 for the whole day.
yeah.
There's no
It's
limit. It's like what?
dude, it's such a good time. Like, and what I'm stoked about this year too is I think all of us are bringing some of our kids.
Hell yeah.
So like, I made a playlist for my daughter because both of my daughters are
Yeah.
coming. They're 14 and 16, and they listen to some of the bands that are going to be on it already. And I made a playlist of like, hey, here's all like the raddest songs by the bands that are going to be on it. So they're just like, they're so stoked because they just get to go and hang out and watch bands. And
Which is
I've,
fun.
it's cool. Like the fact that they're at an age where they now think that this is like cool, is yeah, very, very sick.
Do you ever like follow John Deloney, the therapist counselor?
I don't think so.
He's on the like the Dave Ramsey network.
Okay.
He's super cool. He's like super in tune with like the scene, like it's like Kublai Khan. It definitely like doesn't fit in at all with that network, but is
Okay.
there anyways. He took his kid out to see Turnstile a couple nights ago,
Hmm.
and he was like, "This is the greatest thing I have ever done. Like,
That's awesome.
thanks for putting on this show for me and my kid. Like, we
Yeah.
were at the very back at the first, and we got all the way to the front. And like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's definitely like he has a great show.
Yeah.
Takes like
That's,
call-ins and stuff, and
yeah. Yeah. The whole like multi-generational crowd that we're starting to see nowadays is it never fails to like make me emotional. Like it's so cool. Like it's it's basically every show at this point. We'll look out and we'll see parents who are bringing their kids to the shows now, and like um this tour that we're on now, it's just kids everywhere, which is just so sick.
yeah,
And no, like there was a kid at the last show directly in front of me, and he had a little sign. He was 8 years old. He had a sign that said, "This is my first concert." And we were playing first. So I realized mid set that like, oh, we are Underoath is the first band that this kid has ever seen in a live setting. And
yeah.
we will forever be the first band that he has ever seen. So he's going to be 40 years old. And, you know, I hope that he remembers that show and he'd be like, oh, yeah, I saw Underoath when I was 8 years old, front row. That was the first show I ever saw. And like seeing the look on his face for the whole, like, he just couldn't believe it. He was just like it was, oh man, it was
Or
very
ideally
cool.
speaking, he becomes a musician, does a bunch of
Hmm.
podcasts, and it's like, hey, the first band I ever saw was Under Oath.
Yeah, I'm gonna reach out. I'm gonna get
The cycle
I'm gonna get Chris to
continues.
come on my podcast.
um, yeah, it's so funny though. Like, so what are the bands that your kids are like thinking are cool? Because I mean, I'm sure like there's like some bands are like, oh my god, who cares? Not for me.
Yeah, no, they
But
like collectively they both really like My Chemical Romance. Like
yeah,
they like discovered My Chemical Romance on their own, and they're like, Dad, do you know this band? And so it's funny because like the majority of the bands that they're discovering are bands that we're friends with or we've toured with, and being able to like see them just discover them on their own is really cool. Cave Town, they both love Cave Town. uh Vampire Weekend, they're both really into. The K-pop Demon Hunter soundtrack right
oh
now
my
is
god,
all that's playing in my house. So yeah, I mean, I love it because they are finding their own taste uh musically. However, also I think you can't deny that they've been influenced by just there always being music around in the house.
yeah,
They both love Static Dress. That's probably my oldest daughter. That's probably her favorite band. But I got to see that in real time, which was really cool because when we did that tour with them, we did 4 nights at our hometown venue, and obviously Static Dress is opening up all those shows, and our kids were at all of those. So they are in the crowd and they're in real time seeing this band. And by the last night, like my kids, Tim's kids, uh, a bunch of their friends are all in the crowd, just like, oh, like,
yeah.
going nuts. And then after that, it was like all they cared about was Static Dress. And like the coolest thing to them about what I do is the fact that I'm friends with Static Dress. And that was all that
You're the
mattered.
cool dad. Like
Yes, I'm the cool dad because I'm friends with their favorite band. So
I keep seeing like
yeah.
there was that one interview with Dave Grohl where he's like, like my kids just tell me, "Shut up, Dad." Like I don't care. Like just make me some sandwiches. Like okay,
Yeah. Yeah, they they listen to our music some, but not very much, honestly. And I think it's like with any parent, like it doesn't
yeah,
matter what your parent does. It's like, oh, that's my dad, he does whatever. And then it's not until you get to a certain age that you're like, wow, my dad like does this thing. Like my dad was in the Air Force, And, now looking back on some of the stuff that I know that he did, I'm just like, wow, that was like really cool, And like, my stepdad was an Air Force test pilot. So like now discovering as I've gotten older, seeing some of the old tapes from like him test flying these like crazy planes, I'm just like, wow, like that's cool. Where I'm sure at the time I would have been like, oh, dad's just going to work. It's cool that they're at an age now where they think that this is cool. So yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. I mean, like Cruise always is going to be even bigger this year because they have the bigger boat,
Yes.
which is like
Yes.
there's go karts and uh, what else? Like go karts and something like laser tag, maybe.
I don't know. I haven't even looked, honestly. All I know is that the boat is bigger. And yeah, we just got confirmation that they were going to be cool with our kids coming. So that's
Which is
really
great.
that's all I need.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because like I was talking to someone who was like, dude, I don't know how this schedule is going to work because there's
Yeah.
so many bands on the thing. Like they just
Yeah.
added Hawthorne Heights and
Hmm.
Spitalfield like the other day. I'm like, how? Like it
Yeah.
was already full enough as it is.
Yeah, and I know what we're planning for it. And yeah, I hope that other bands are playing a similar set all three times because there's bands that all want to see, and I want to see their sets, but I know our set is going to be vastly each set is going to be vastly different. So I guess people just kind of have to choose which one they catch or don't. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, I have very little demands other than maybe like a Copeland set at 11 o'clock at night
Hmm.
in one of those like lounge areas.
That would be dope. Yeah.
I just want to like a mudslide at 11 o'clock at night. You know, fine jazz.
Yeah.
Just that's all it's about. I mean, I can be fine with everything else. Like just,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, no, I'm
no, I
stoked
mean,
for
I
it.
don't
We've
know.
got a lot of work to do to get ready for it because what we're planning is we haven't really done anything like it before, so we're hoping that we have enough time, honestly, to pull it off because we're gonna have to practice a lot. So we'll see what
Well, I
happens.
mean, you guys did a completely different thing with Locus on the last go round.
Yes, yeah. The good thing about that though is we played the same set three times as opposed to this one where we're going to be playing three very different sets. And I honestly don't even know. I don't know if there's going to be any songs uh, that are repeated.
Ooh,
So it's going to be, yeah, it's going to be a lot, but if we're able to pull it off, it'll be cool. I'm
that's
stoked.
amazing though.
Yeah.
How much of an itch was scratched with getting to do like the new album front to back?
Oh, a huge one. We're
Yeah,
because we're always wanting to get out with new stuff and put it just play it to see how it feels. Because there's a difference between playing something in a studio, writing it, recording it. There's a difference between that and like bringing it out on stage in front of a crowd, even if it's a crowd that uh you know thinks you're a totally different band or doesn't know who you are or whatever. Just feeling it out. And I think through doing the Locus Ultra thing, we recognized the songs that felt really good live and songs that maybe did not feel good, but we were like, oh, we now have a top tier of live vibes and a bottom tier of live vibes. So that was really helpful. And and just to be able to go out and just present the new stuff in a way that we were not going to be letting anybody down if we didn't play like Underoath stuff. That was cool. And for me, I love masks. So
yeah.
just getting to play a couple sets with masks on was cool.
It's funny though because like yeah, I mean the Atrium show like the first night where you guys got to
Mhm.
do it like that was like again a certified scene moment.
That
Like
was cool.
anyone was there.
Yeah, and I feel like it wasn't like a super well kept secret that it was us, but it was just enough plausible deniability to where if we go out and we don't play any songs that people know, it's like, oh, what the hell? I wanted to see Under Oath. And we're just like, oh, sorry, this is a different
Yeah,
thing. So
because like I think
yeah.
like I ran into Tim probably like a few hours before. I'm like, hey, new album front to back, right? He goes, yeah, out of order, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, yeah, because I think like what Teeth came a couple songs in, and I was like, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, we got to kind of put together a set of like, how what we felt like would work well in a live setting, and it's been cool also, playing those songs on this tour that we're on now, seeing the reaction that those are getting has been cool. So
has there been a song that's like kind of grown over the last like what 6 months?
yeah, I think that the best reaction that we've been getting from day one, even doing the Locust Ultra stuff, Shame has been getting a really good
Yeah.
reaction. Like everybody seems to love that song live, so we're going to keep that in the set list for a while. And yeah, that's probably the standout one, I think.
How is Teeth doing right now?
We took it out of the set for this tour because we love playing that song, but we felt like for this crowd, it would be maybe a little too weird.
Hmm.
And the fact that we took it out for this tour, I mean, the first leg of this tour was, I think, in April,
Yeah.
March, April, something like that. So yeah, we haven't played it in a while, but I'm sure at some point it'll make its way back into the set, but I don't know when.
I don't know, man. Like, I feel like if I'm in a room with you guys and like I'm making an argument, like I'm gonna make a case for that song to be a staple in like the overall like headlining Underoath sphere like moving forward.
All right.
Because I mean, I don't know, like it has a lot going on for it. I've liked it since day one. I mean, a
It's fun to play too.
you
Like
get you got
that's
you
yeah.
get to cook. That's a
That's
huge part of
fun.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's fun. It's a fun song to play, and I'm sure it'll make its way back into the set at some point, but not anytime super soon that I can think of the stuff that we have coming up. And maybe not for a
Yeah.
bit, but we always have songs that we keep in the back pocket. And another cool thing about doing Locust Ultra was the fact that we had to get all of the songs ready to play live before the record came out. Normally that doesn't happen. Normally there will be songs, we'll put out a record, and there will be songs even 6, 8 months into the record being out we've never played live, and we're not ready to play, and we have to like make a point to like get together and work out kinks for live. So going into this record cycle knowing that at any point we could pull any of the songs that we want and play them is nice.
You know what's funny? Like, so what's that club over in Fort Lauderdale? Culture Club.
Yes.
How crazy was it playing that room? Because it's a small room
It is
and it's
very small.
super duper sweaty. It is the
Yeah, that
sweatiest club I've been in a really long time.
yeah, that show was very dope. Like in general, that whole, vibe of just because we hit Norma Jean up, and we told them what we were doing, and they were gonna be on the cruise anyway. And we are like, hey, we want to open up for another band and not have it be like our thing. Like we just want to like just be like, oh, there's this, small font band opening for friends of ours, and we asked them, we're like, hey, will you take us out? We'll do like a 3, 4 show thing in Florida.
Yeah.
And it was exactly what we wanted it to be. It was very cool. The venues were small. um we were opening, and it was like the exact vibe that we wanted. We wanted it to be a thing where, if people were there, they got to see it, and it's fun. A fun thing for us to do, to be able to, roll out new stuff, but something that is kind of like a moment based thing. It's not like you know, a super ongoing thing. Although now we have some ideas of like the idea that, Locus Ultra could just be a home for a lot, music that
Yeah.
might not necessarily be uh, something we would put on a record, or maybe just experimenting with stuff. Just kind of having that as an outlet is a cool thing. So yeah,
Would you consider it like kind of like comedians working out their material like in a club before doing a bigger?
I wouldn't look at it so much like that. because for me, I would look at it more so like this is the worst example ever. But when Garth Brooks did the Chris Gaines project, where he had, have you known anything about this?
I don't. I know he pissed a
Okay.
lot of people off with that one music video he did back in the day.
Yeah, no. So Garth Brooks did this thing where he was writing this music that wasn't really like Garth Brooks. Like if you paid for a Garth Brooks album and you got this music, you'd be like, "This isn't what I want." So he had this whole alter ego called Chris Gaines, and he put out a record under Chris Gaines that was all songs written by Garth Brooks, but they were not country Garth Brooks songs. They were like something completely different. And he was able to kind of disassociate where he's like, hey, like you're not buying a Garth Brooks record, you're buying a Chris Gaines record. So, so in that sense, I would reckon it more like that, where it's like music
Okay.
that we would want that we like that might not necessarily be under oath. It's an ability to be able to say, oh, well, what if we just put out this weird instrumental EP? Like, it doesn't have to be under oath. It can be something else, but just a uh, just a potential other creative outlet. I think
Totally.
that's cool.
And it's fun because I feel like this album was like again another album where you guys really got to just do whatever it is you wanted to do
Hmm.
and just
Yeah,
like have a lot of fun with it. It's like
yeah, and we always try to do that. And a band is very much a just a collection of what everybody individually wants. And that's always going to be a not a struggle, but it's always going to be a back and forth of like,
right.
well, what do you want from this song? What do you want from this song? What do you think this song should be? And then coming together, the five of us, and having it be that thing. And when we were in the studio doing that record, that's exactly what that was. And like, I think no matter what, we're always going to be a band that what we put out is what at that time we want to put out, and I don't know
Yeah.
what that means for, you know, what we're doing next, or anything that we have coming up. I just know that it's always going to be what we're feeling in that moment. So yeah, but we're
From
we're
your
already go ahead, sorry.
no, from your side of things, like what were some of the favorite things that you wrote for this album? Like whether it's instrumentally, lyrically, like
Well, I didn't really have I never really have much of a say in the lyrics, just because
hmm,
I don't really feel like that's my forte. I really like I had written the beginning of All the Love Is Gone to be like a completely different type of song. It was like this, kind of like a techno thing that I had worked on. I really like how that ended up turning into a song. I'm proud of how we were able to work that out. We had a different version of The Outsider, a completely different version that we ended up reworking into what is now on the record. Yeah, I'm really proud with how that came together. And Yeah, and also I would say Generation No Surrender as well. Like there's, the beginning of that was something completely different. It was like this weird like drum and bass thing that I had worked on that I couldn't really find a place for. And, we ended up, taking that and turning it into the beginning of that song. So that's the stuff to me that is always like fun to explore. And like, I have a vision of what something could be, but then when I bring it into the room, it's like, oh, why don't we just turn it into this, or why don't we do that with it? So that's the kind of stuff that I think is really
okay.
rad.
So with Monarch, are they like kind of flexible with like maybe like doing remixes down the road with like different artists or
Yeah, we've had discussions about that with them, and like they're open to it for sure. I personally love remixes. I love,
yeah.
getting other people's takes on songs. And yeah, I think that would be sick to do at some point in the future.
Yeah, because I mean, I know some labels are like, nope, sorry, not gonna
Yeah, no,
happen.
we wouldn't have any issue doing that. I mean, I think that where labels might be like not weird about it, but where they might say is like, hey, if you do a remix album, that doesn't count as an album toward your
Yeah,
contract,
that makes
which I
sense.
makes sense, yeah, because that would be an easy out for anybody who's trying to.
Everybody would do it.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I'll do 3 remix albums, and then I'm out of my contract. Which, yeah, from a label perspective, I get that.
I wish it was
So
that easy, but it's
yeah,
not. Or like I don't think do cover albums count?
nope,
I don't think yeah.
nope. It's all in the contracts. It's got to be like a certain amount of tracks of new original
Yeah. Okay.
work, and yeah, the lawyers have all that stuff locked down to where you can't weasel
Those
out of it.
those contracts I'm sure are like just pages and pages and pages and pages of like
Yes, yeah, and because if people want to get if they want to bring lawyers into it, you got to make sure from a label perspective, you got to make sure that you're locked and you're solid. And thankfully with us in Monarch, like all contract talk that we've ever had with them has been very, very loose. They're very, very cool. Like, not hard line at all. Like, there's been times like, yeah, the contract says this, but if you want to do X, Y, or Z, like, we're open to that. So I'm, yeah, very thankful for that.
yeah, I mean, do you feel like the album's got the response that you guys were looking for or um
Um, I don't know if I'm honest. Like, I guess it depends on what day you ask that and to who you're asking. What I love about it is that, you know, the the people who love it. And I feel like it's been that way with like every record that we've done in the sense of um, there are a lot of people who like it, there are a lot of people who don't, and at the end of the day, we released an album that is the music that we want to make at that time. So the fact that it's out and people are buying it and the people who like it, that's awesome. I think, with any band, when you release something, ideal thing is for the entire world to just be like, oh, this is the best record ever. And like everybody love it. And, you sell 1 million copies and that would be great. Which, obviously is a fluke and almost never happens. So, what would it have been nice if the record had gone triple platinum, obviously,
oh
but
yeah.
that's not who we are. So, I think that just the fact that the record is out and people are discovering it and liking it, like for me, that's success,
Oh,
like,
definitely.
I think any real goal that we ever had for this band, tangible, like worldly success goal, we achieved so long ago that I don't even think it's, yeah, everything from here on is just icing on the cake, really. So
Hall of
yeah.
Fame. That's what I was saying. I was telling Spencer, Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Because I mean,
well,
I mean, if we're doing if we're
we'll
doing a
have to stick around.
metalcore Hall of Fame, we
Oh,
got
there we go. Okay.
Underoath, we got what Kill Switch, August
I'll
Burns
take it.
Red,
Yeah, we
you
just
know.
need to open up like a brick and mortar, like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but the Metalcore Hall of Fame. I'll take that.
I feel like that's like a punk rock museum,
Yeah, it'd have to be like the size of like a
addendum.
dentist office.
Yeah,
Yeah, you just walk in, there's just posters, and then like, oh, that's cute.
it's like we got August Burns Red, Kill Switch Engage. Who else? Who else would be on that Hall of Fame? Like Underoath, obviously.
Oh man, I don't
I feel like there'd be
know.
like certain metrics. Like you have to have at least 5 albums. Like you have to have a career of over maybe 20 years.
Man, I don't know. I'm probably the worst person to ask because I just go back to who would be my personal, like for my taste. And it's not necessarily like who was the most influential. It was more so just who influenced me the most.
Yeah.
So oh man, I don't know. You'd probably have to put Kill Switch on there. Probably have to put Lamb of God on there.
Ooh, that's a good call.
Um, Let me think. Man, I don't know. This is going to be one of those things when I come back to it and I'm thinking about it later on. I'm going to have all these answers, but right now, those are
Isn't
the
that
only two that
crazy?
come to mind.
Yeah, and I know you guys are working on touring stuff for next year. I mean, like, have you guys considered doing like a deep cuts tour, like where, yeah, you're not playing maybe like Writing on the Walls or like the tried and true classics, but like just stuff that you've always kind of wanted to play but never got the chance to because of time or
Um, uh, how do I put this? People on the cruise will see new stuff.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Because I mean, like,
yeah.
there's a lot of stuff people want to know. Like, I mean, are you guys doing a 20-year tour for Find the Great Line? I'm like, but it's already kind of happened because you guys did the back to back for the 15, and then
Um,
yeah, there's so much going on.
there's a lot going on. Yeah, 2026 is going to be. There's a lot going on for sure.
That might be the phrase that people need to hang on to. There's a
Yeah,
lot going on.
yeah. There's a lot going on. We are very busy. The rest of this year planning a lot of stuff for 2026. So yeah.
You know, did you guys get the offer for Warped Tour this year?
Yes.
Okay, and then that didn't work out because of the Papa Roach
Uh,
tour.
it no, well, somewhat. Yeah,
Yeah,
there was a number of reasons it didn't work out, but yeah, it didn't work out for us this year, unfortunately. But we hope to make up for that.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
that's gonna be fun because I feel like okay. Have you seen kind of what it looks like now?
Yes.
Yeah, with like the
Yeah.
headliners get like the bigger production and like
Yeah, which is yeah, I honestly I was expecting it just to kind of be like Warp
yeah,
Tour ish. And yeah, we're hoping to be able to make an appearance at some point.
dude, it was so. I mean, I went to DC and I think I might do Orlando in a
Mhm.
few months. Like, but dude, it's so tight.
Nice,
Like
nice.
the spirit is still there. Yeah, there's some like VIP stuff here and there, but like you can.
Mhm.
It's nice
Yeah,
seeing
we
like yeah,
yeah, we talked to a lot of our friends that played and they all kind of said the same thing. They were just like the vibe is really, really good. The everybody's in really good spirits and it's a very positive thing overall. So yeah, we're hoping to be able to do it at some point.
yeah, and even like the 30-minute thing, it's like not a hard and fast rule. So like, okay, yeah, you're Memphis Mayfire, you can have 40 minutes.
Yeah, honestly, the keeping the set short, I think that's the way to go. Like uh, particularly if you have that many bands on a 1 day fest, and from a band perspective, like as on this tour our set's 30 minutes, and it is just
Ooh.
the sickest. Like, is it's literally just you don't even have time to get tired. It's like balls to the wall for a half hour, and then you just walk off and you're done. And we all love it. Like we're biased. It's yeah, very cool.
Do you turn your Apple Watch on like workout mode when you go on stage?
Yeah.
What are we looking like for heart rate? Are we in zone 2 or zone 3?
Oh no, my I have my I'm doing this on my
Yeah.
phone, but my average heart rate is usually for the entire set usually is in the high 140s, low 150s.
Okay. Zone
And
2 and zone 3.
yeah, so I don't know what zone that is for me because I'm very tall, but uh I when we're doing a headlining set, I'm usually hovering around like 1,000 to 1,100 active, like 18 to 19 total. On these sets, I'm right around like 400 active ish. So it's a thing, but I'm
That's such a
still
good
just
burn.
large. I can't
That's such a good burn though.
I can't lose weight for man. There's just
It's
so
because
much
you're on the
good
road.
food
You're
around.
well. I mean, what are you asking on your rider? Like, what does the rider look like these
Oh,
days?
our rider is all just healthy stuff. It's
Okay,
just, man, eating at restaurants all the time is not great. Thankfully there's really good catering on this tour, so we're able to keep it, pretty legit. Just, lots of protein and stuff,
grilled
lots of
chicken, baby.
salad, so that's good. But um yeah, I but there's also unlimited free dessert.
Hmm.
And you don't get a body like mine by
Dude,
turning down free dessert, unfortunately.
that's what drives me insane. Like, I see like photos of people like, oh, I brought a cake for so and so. I'm like, you shouldn't have done that, man.
That's
You shouldn't have.
like bring them a protein shake.
Yeah, it's like it's kind of like when you're a band starting out, like, oh, I got like Little Caesars Pizza again for catering like 7 days in a row. Gosh,
Yeah,
dang it! Like, give me a sandwich or something. Like, ugh.
yeah, yeah. Thankfully, because it's Papa Roach's tour, so they get to choose the catering, and they're all very health conscious. So the catering has been like, if you want, you can keep it super lean, like proteins, vegetables,
Yeah,
stuff like that. So our whole camp has kind of been on that for this tour. Except last night was a blowout. last night was just chaos because we have 2 days off in a row, and they had wood fired pizza after the show. They had a s'more station, and they had an ice cream sandwich station and an
Mm.
open bar. So after the show was just chaos, just ice cream sandwiches with alcohol and s'mores, and oh man, it was.
Oh my god.
I'm feeling it
Have
today
you seen any
for
like those
sure.
like infused ice cream bought
Oh
like
yeah.
they're like
Oh
$30
yeah.
to get.
Oh,
Is it worth it? Like
it's
I haven't
oh
been, but it's like
it's dangerous for me. Like I just have to steer clear of all of it, but I've had them and they're phenomenal.
yeah, like there's one in like the Bay Area, and I'm like I kind of want to go.
Oh, it's you got at least do it once. That way you can say you did it.
Yeah,
It's
it's like
it's
$30 or
phenomenal.
so, but like,
Worth it. Worth it.
yeah, yeah. I mean, dude, I'm already looking forward to the drinks on the cruise. Like, I don't
Yeah.
drink like these are like certain drinks I'll drink like on the boat, and then
Mhm.
never again for the rest of the year.
Yeah. The cruise is always a weird one for us because we have to like balance like what we're eating and drinking with like, hey, we got to play a show tonight,
The one
and
day off, the one day
y-
off, just
yes,
it's a
especially
mess.
because the accommodations that they get for the bands are just awesome. Like and the you can just have anything at any time of any. If you wake up at 2 a.m. and you want ice cream brought to the room, you just like press
Yep,
a
yep,
button, and it's
yep.
just so dangerous for people like me.
I saw a video of someone like doing a similar Norwegian cruise where they had like the button. Do you know
Yeah,
who Will Tennyson is? He's
name
like a
sounds
fitness
familiar.
he's like a fitness influencer.
Okay.
He did like a fitness cruise on Norwegian. It was like, oh, I got like a button I can press for like room
Hmm.
service at any point. I'm like, dude, that's
Yeah.
dangerous.
Yeah,
Don't
we
do
had
it.
a on the last boat. There's a butler just for our
Yep,
because
yep. Mhm.
just for our room. So and it's yeah, literally all day, every day. Just they're just sitting there, be like, oh, can I get like a filet mignon and a old fashioned? It's like, yep, be right back. And it's just
Dude,
ah,
I learned the hard way, man. Like I think after the first year we started bringing cash on us on boat because like everyone's so nice and it's like not performative at all. Like they're so
yeah,
nice. Like they
yeah,
want you to have a good time.
yep. And they want to
Like
get a good tip too, so
yeah,
that they should
like
they should get that. Yeah,
it's a genuine like thing. Like
yeah.
even like oh my gosh, what's the Norwegian like Cayman Bay or whatever.
Oh,
Okay.
I don't remember. I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about though.
But like they're like walking around handing people free drinks that don't have the package.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I'm like, oh sure,
Yeah.
okay.
You're like,
Like
you got me. I'm coming back next year.
why are you being so nice? I don't understand this, but
That's
yeah,
awesome.
we're going to Mexico this year. That's
Yeah, no,
fun,
I'm very stoked. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And I'll have
dude.
my
Yeah.
kids with me, so
Well, and
yeah.
it's crazy because like yeah, we talk about like not having connectivity to the outside world. Like I think I tried to catch
That's
you at one point, and I was like, it was so difficult getting
yeah,
anything
it's
done.
it's near impossible. But I think for me, that's kind of what I love about it because I'm not really doing like I'm just there with the people that I'm with. I'm not on my phone because nothing works. So I'm just
Yeah,
enjoying that time in that place, which is yeah, I'm already looking forward to it.
yeah, and I mean, you hit the island and you get connectivity from T-Mobile for 3G or something, and it's like,
Yeah,
boom,
yeah, you get enough
everything
for
hits.
texts.
Yeah, it just
Yeah.
boom, boom, and you'll text people like, "Yo, man, hey, I will be at this gym on the boat at 8 p.m. You play at 10. Cool, see you there."
Yeah.
It's like
Like the old days.
it's the only way to, dude. We started. I think we did like notes on doors at one point
Mhm.
because this last year, who was it was I think you guys were across the hall from us. I mean, because Randy was across the door directly, and then
Yeah, he was in a different spot on that
okay.
boat. They have like where we
Oh,
were was like on a separate floor.
oh,
It
so
was
you were
like a
like
whole
12. You were 12 then. Okay,
I forget the number, but it's like there's like a security guard at the elevator. Like
get
it
out.
was like it's like a oh, it was like a whole thing. It was yeah, the villa that they put us in, um Me and Tim and Aaron and our wives split it. It's a 3 bedroom villa, and it's bigger than my house square footage wise, and it has like a rooftop, like on the top of the boat. It's a private hot tub and a
Yeah.
private sun deck and a private steam room and all just for us. And dude, the most lavish thing I've ever done. Like I would like
Uh,
the amount that you would have to pay to do that. I would never in my
do they give
life
you guys a
do
spa
it.
package for like wives and kids and everything?
I don't even know what that is.
Let's like there's a separate okay, so the spa is adjacent to the gym.
Okay.
So it's like you go in there, it's like a paid upgrade where you get to like be in like a steam room, get a massage, you like do all these different things and like
Oh,
my wife
maybe.
my wife won't like that's like one of the things that she has to have.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I
Well,
honestly
because
didn't even know about it.
yeah, I mean it's just one of those things where it's like, yeah, I don't know.
Other than the massage, like the steam room and the hot tub and all that, we have all that. We just tend to just stay put and not go anywhere. But we'll see this year. It's going to be a whole new boat. So
Yeah, I
yeah,
wonder
I'm
who's
stoked on
gonna
it.
I mean, who's gonna be the mayor of the boat this year? Because I feel like there's one person every year that's like kind of the mayor where they're going around, they're hanging out with people and like taking photos and just watching every like
I mean, it's just kind of always Matt, right?
I know I feel like it was Cove Reber from
Oh,
Saleson
got it.
last year.
Okay, all right. Well,
I mean, he
he's a
was
good one. I'll take it. Cove's the man. I love that guy.
yeah, I mean, maybe Spencer. He was
Probably
around a
not.
lot. No,
Yeah,
he was
probably not.
that's also a benefit of the cruise is like people typically give people space like
Yeah, no,
you
it's
know
it's it's cool. Like everybody, I've never had a an uncomfortable interaction on it. Everybody just is hanging out, eating, drinking, enjoying the
yeah
time, and it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
yeah because I feel like I was like in the same space as Aaron like multiple different times and I'm like
Hmm.
not a single time people were bothering him,
Yeah, no, it's
not a
it's cool.
time.
And I don't think there's even a way to be properly bothered on that ship because it's like everybody's there for the same thing. Like it's
Yeah,
not, if you're walking around and somebody comes up and talks to you, it's like, what are you going to expect people to not do that? It's like, yeah, get over it.
it's like you're the guy from so and so.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Love it.
no, I mean it's cool though. I mean is there I wonder like do you guys get a signature drink on the menu this year? I feel like you guys kind of have to.
If so, I have no idea what it would
I
be.
feel like that
We
needs
have
to
not been told about it.
if you had to like put a drink on the menu, what would it be?
Ooh, man. Um, well, I'm a big whiskey guy, so it would have to be something. It would probably be some sort of uh a variation on an old fashioned because that's my drink.
Yeah,
I don't know what it would be exactly. I could come up with a fun name for it. Maybe
yeah.
maybe we'll talk to the
Hit Gavin up
cruise
here and
folk and be like, hey, we want a drink.
tell Gavin like we need this now.
I'll hit him up.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, I
I
thought I thought I was done with all my asks. Now that you have all my kids on, I need my own signature drink, or
yeah,
I
we're
don't
we're
play.
we're gonna continue to bother him on that. I feel like
Yeah,
because again, I think we need to run this back again for the cruise, and then there's a couple other people that I would love to kind of just rope in
yeah,
because there's so many people on this boat. It's like there's so many.
yeah.
It's
It's gonna be awesome.
everyone. Yeah, I mean Prada's on, August Burns Red's on. I mean, looking forward to seeing Maylene again because I haven't seen
Yeah,
Maylene since like
same.
2009 maybe,
Yeah, same.
which feels super duper surreal.
Yeah, their shows there are gonna be very dope.
Yeah, I mean, again, you
Yeah,
got Copeland. There's really no. I mean, there's a couple bands that I just won't watch, but other than that, I mean, damn,
yeah.
like
I'm just it for us. It's just gonna be a lot of fun with friends because there's so many friends of ours that are gonna be on it, and it'll feel like feel like a little reunion. But we're
yeah.
all gonna have our kids, so that'll be a fun time.
You know what's funny? Because I was thinking about this earlier, but with you being such a movie buff and having kids, what were some of the films that you were like most excited to show to your kids for the first
Oh,
time?
so many. All my favorite movies. I'm excited. There's some of them though that like they're my favorite movies, but I won't show them to my kids. Probably one of my biggest ones that I was excited about though was Back to the Future,
Okay.
um, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, um, Star Wars. I'm not a huge Star Wars guy, but I knew the kids were going to love it. But yeah, and there's like when my oldest got to be 15, I showed her Scream, and that's like her favorite thing now, which is cool. Yeah, all of them. I don't know. I love just sharing art that I love with
Yeah.
my kids in general, and also them being able to make their own uh determination on whether they think it's good or not. Like there's this one movie that I showed my daughter, and I love it. It's called the movie called Oculus. I love it. It's a Mike Flanagan movie, and she watched it and she was just like, that was not good. And I'm like, all right, well, you got your own taste, so
It's
that's,
like,
yeah,
please
that's
leave.
good.
Please leave. Like,
No, I
I
love
need a
it. Like
moment.
I
No.
love the fact that they don't just like the stuff that dad likes. Like they're finding
Yeah.
their own thing. There are bands that I love that they hate, and movies that I love that they hate, and vice versa. Like music that they listen to, and I'm just like, cool. Movies that they love that I'm like, all right. But that's part of just part of being a kid.
I was thinking about it and was like, what movies would I show a kid like for the first time? Like, would it
Mhm.
be Heavyweights? Remember
Oh,
Heavyweight?
dude, that was a big one. Yeah,
Yeah.
my kids loved heavyweights. It's so fun.
Can you imagine if they tried to reboot that?
Oh, you can't. It's
Yeah.
that's no, you can't do it anymore. But what a great movie! I
I
freaking
thought
love
about
that
like
movie.
because I guess who could you put in like that Ben Stiller role? Like a John Cena maybe?
Ben Stiller, have him
Again?
run it back. Oh yeah, have him run it back. I would love that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think you
that
still got it.
um
Or if you did
the
like if it was more of Perkis, a Tony Perkis centric movie, you could have somebody like The Rock be Tony
yeah.
Perkis, like um yeah, just somebody who can like completely go over the top. John Cena could work
Yeah,
as
'cause
well.
I think about his like Peacemaker kind of like
Yeah.
the way he can tap into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um Man, yeah. I saw him wrestle at MetLife a few months ago and it was
hmm
insane. So
Yeah.
that Great American Mall is like I didn't realize how big it was.
Wait, where?
Adjacent to MetLife over in New Jersey.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Have you heard of Yard House before?
Yeah.
So crazy. What the heck? Like
Well,
who is
it's just like a restaurant chain,
Yeah, I
right?
had no idea. Yeah, like who knew it was a franchise? I thought it was like some just like regular, just like one-off thing that was
Oh
cool and
no,
hip.
they're everywhere. A
Nope,
lot of times
nope.
when we go when we're on tour, we'll get that for after show food because
Mhm.
it's everywhere and it's always solid. So yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh,
felt like I
also
was getting
just so
away with
you
something.
know, my phone just told me I have 10% battery, so
Okay,
I don't want
yeah,
to
we
hang up
got
on you. Yeah.
yeah for sure, man. We got a little bit of time, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's crazy. I felt like I was like getting away with something. Like you guys have all these things on tap. You have all these like weird appetizers, like chip. I'm the worst when it comes. Like I'm really basic. I love like chips and queso, like the
Mhm.
wood fired chips and
Oh yeah.
queso, and then the frozen margaritas. Like,
Mhm.
oh my god, dude, I'm the worst for a
I
frozen
love the
margarita.
idea of finding a place like that. Be like, oh, there's this like restaurant that nobody knows about. It's called Yard House. Next time you're in the area, it's like you ever heard of Popeye's Chicken? It's just
Yeah, yeah,
good little chicken joint down on 15th.
yeah. And I love it though. It's but dude, and it wasn't expensive. I was like, why is it not more money?
Yeah,
Because like
franchise baby.
yeah, I mean, but
Yeah.
even like going down to like Miami for the cruise, like the pre-parties happen. I remember I spent $60 on a double frozen margarita. I'm like, what
Yeah.
the like what?
Yeah, I went to a an Alamo Draft House the other night to see a movie, and I got a double old fashioned, and it was with tip. It was $40 for one drink, and I was
Oh
like, oh
man.
shoot, okay, let's go.
Like I don't know how to explain this to my wife. Like
Yeah, just don't pay attention to
it's like you're gonna see this and you're gonna ask a question like,
that.
my bad. My bad. I
Love
will
it.
make it up to you later. But yeah, I mean, let's think. Oh, original Good Burger.
The movie?
Yeah,
I've
that
never
was
actually seen it.
you. Oh my god,
Yeah, I
it was
think I
it was a relic of its time, but like there was
yes.
very like adult, like you know, like it'll like go over kids' heads, but adults will get
Yes.
it.
Yep.
They had a Carmen like Electra like at her peak in this
Yeah,
film.
and I feel like that's one of those like you said, it was of its time. Where if
Yeah,
I was 11 and watching it, I would probably think it's the best thing ever. Similarly to where if I saw Heavyweights for the first time as being like a 42-year-old man, I'd probably be like, yeah, it's pretty good. But because I saw it when I was a kid, I was like, this is the best movie ever. You know?
yeah, that maybe like Emperor's New Groove, maybe.
Nah, I wasn't a fan.
No
Yeah,
way, no
yeah.
way.
I think I missed the boat on that one. I was a little yeah, I was a little. I saw it too late, I think.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I'm liking the whole trend of like re-releasing films into the theater though.
Yes, yeah,
They
me
just
too.
need to be like not what is it like Fathom events? They need to like not do that.
Yeah, no, a lot of theater chains are doing their own versions of that where they're just like, one day a week they show like, classic movies. And yeah, I tend to go buy tickets to those because
Yeah, I
yeah,
mean, it's
they're a lot
like
of fun.
I like A list, but it's like oh, you can see all these films except for these.
Yes, yeah.
How are you on
oh,
your batteries?
oh,
Oh,
sorry.
your batteries.
No, sorry. It just popped up again. I'm at
No, no, no.
5.
Okay. But yeah, man. Yeah, second leg of the tour is kind of ongoing. You're out for what? Like
Yeah.
a few more weeks?
Yeah, we get home on the 6th of October, and it's the 21st of September. So we got
Oh,
like
see,
another 2 weeks. Yeah,
yeah,
not
dude,
too bad.
I'm super jealous of you guys. Like that's like the tour to be on right now.
Oh, dude, it's
Like
awesome. It's one of my favorite tours we've ever done. It's so
I feel
sick.
like that whole Papa Roach crew is like literally as cool as you would hope they are. Like
They all are. Yes,
because
there's
like
every one of those dudes is so sick. Their crew is amazing. Honestly, we've never been treated better as a support band than we have on this. So it's yeah, awesome.
Jacoby
Love all
might
the
as well
guys.
be like a superhero. Like in the
He's the
lot,
man. He's
dude.
the
Like
man, you know?
if you have like an infinity gauntlet of like people like I'd like to talk to,
Yeah.
he's definitely of that five.
Oh, dude, yeah,
It's
great dude. All
so
those guys
cool.
are super sweet. I'm yeah, mega stoked to be out with them.
Okay, so tour right now. I mean, cruise in January, I think
Yep.
January, and
And
then
then yeah, then 2026.
which
Lots of fun stuff.
things are going on
Yeah, lots of fun
in
stuff.
italic font.
Yes.
That's really the theme of the next year's things are
Big
going on.
things coming, says local band.
Yeah, but I think you guys drop new merch recently online or
Yeah, we had some of the leftover Locus Ultra merch, and then we
okay,
had the also the tour capsule for this tour. I think we're getting rid of some of that stuff as well. So
sick. Any
yeah,
other ways to like kind of drop some money in the First National Bank of Underoath or
I mean, we're always down for releasing cool stuff that people want to buy, cool merch. Why the heck not?
yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah.
Cool. We did the damn thing. We got it in. Like
Hell
schedules are
yeah, yeah,
crazy. Schedules
yeah.
are
Thanks for
nuts.
having me, man. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
dude.
Freaking a.
Give me 1 second.
Okay.